What's up, man? What's going on? Let's talk about some plays, okay? Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload. Um, yeah, so I think we got, I don't know how many games we got, eight, nine, I don't know. I didn't really count, but I know a couple of these games, or at least one of these games, not on the books right now. If you're new to the channel, I talk about picks for prize picks, the sports books, and same game parlays. Okay, so let's dive into it. I'll give you some of my favorite spots. Probably if I'm on it official, then I'll give you that. So no matter if you're watching this on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, wherever, drop a like, man. Hit a like, drop me a like. Let me know I ain't doing this for nothing. Okay. Um. Oh yeah. 235 and over under in this spot here. So out the back, man. We got AD going up against the New Orleans Pelicans in New Orleans, his old team. Is where he drafted him at, man. So, it's going to be one. And, I can't talk you off any Anthony Davis numbers. I was looking at his points and rebounds, so I got to lean towards the over points and rebounds for him. Uh, that's a lean, nothing official. Next play I'm going to talk about, LeBron James is self-explanatory, but judging by the numbers, uh, you know, um, CJ McCollum is running the point there, and the Lakers they just steady creeping up. So they're giving up the second most points to the point guard position per 48. Here's a guy, CJ McCollum. He's going to play this at least 38, 35 to 38 minutes. What's the three balls looking like there? So they're giving up the fifth most threes to the to that position as well. So I can't talk you off anything. Even fancy points, they're giving up the third most fancy points to the point guard position right now. They're just steady getting worse and worse at guarding that point guard position. So CJ McCollum, the numbers are there. The numbers say there. I can't take you off anything for Brandon Ingram. I do like to target, aggressive players against guys like Anthony Davis and LeBron James because they know how, you know, um, they don't really stick no lockdown defense, at least not all game long. So Brandon Ingram should be looking to be a little bit aggressive, and he has a history versus the Lakers team. I think they drafted him too. So it is what it is with that situation. But the usual, even if you're trying to do a same game parlay, none other than the usual suspects between Ingram, McCollum, Anthony Davis, and um, LeBron James. You can combo some of their stats up, even if you're teasing it down on FanDuel and get a decent same game parlay just out of those four guys right there. Okay, especially if you're not trying to be greedy. Washington Wizards at Brooklyn Nets. We got a lot of back to backs today, man. So this Washington Wizard is on the second game of a back to back, 230.5 over under in the spot. And you know, then you got Kyrie Irving, he's requested a trade. So there's a lot of turmoil going on over here with this Brooklyn team right now out of the blue. But what I will say is I mean, I like this spot. I like this. The numbers don't back it up, but it is a back to back, so we got to watch out to see who's going to be in and out. Somebody like Kristaps Porzingis or uh, Bradley Beal could sit. So we'll have to wait and see. But I think Kristaps Porzingis is in a great spot here. The numbers don't support it, but the numbers do support Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal, he's in a great spot as well. So points wise, the Brooklyn Nets they're giving up the fifth most points to the shooting guard position. They're giving up the most threes to the shooting guard position. Bradley Beal just took 10 threes today. I think he hit three or four of them. And then the fantasy points, Brooklyn Nets are giving up the fifth most fantasy points. So if you're looking at um, prize picks or something along those lines, then be my guest. And then, like I said, Kristaps Porzingis, don't know who they would think to even put on him, because they're going to start Gafford and then at center, and then Kristaps Porzingis is going to be on the power forward spot. So they're definitely going to have to do something. All right, they might have to slide down. They might have to start somebody else, man, straight up, because Royce O'Neal ain't it. But we'll see. And then, there's always scenarios where Kristaps Porzingis can tuck his tail. Crazy. Los Angeles Clippers at New York Knicks here. We got an over under 230, 223 and a half in this spot here. Still no Julius Randle, okay? So that's one thing. I mean, still no Mitchell Robinson, so that's one thing, all right? Two spots here. The power forward spot, this oh, we need news from Jalen Brunson too. So as far as me picking the side in the game, I have to temper my expectations and wait. But like I said, the power forward spot here, this Los Angeles Clippers team, they will give up points to the power forward spot. They're giving up the fifth most points to the power forward spot. The rebounds, they don't give up too many rebounds, I don't think, to the power forward spot. But yes, they do. And then they do give up a fair amount. And then Julius Randle, he's a different breed. The three, they even give up the three ball. They're giving up the third most threes to the power forward spot. And I could just keep going on and on. Fantasy points, they give up the fourth most fantasy points. So that coincides with prize picks. So, I don't know exactly how I want to attack it, but numbers point to Julius Randle being in a great spot here. All right. On the flip side, you can look at somebody like, well, this this New York Knicks team will give up the three as a team as a whole. So they give up the third most threes there. Okay. So I mean, no, the second most threes as a whole. All right. So Paul George, guys like that, they're going to be in play. All right. For the three ball. So I couldn't talk you off of that. Now, when I was at the small four spot, that would probably be Kawhi Leonard. You can get some Paul George there too. So to the far small four spot. This New York Knicks team, they're giving up the second most points. Uh, New York Knicks are giving up the sixth most rebounds. They are giving up the the eighth most assists. So the three ball, they're giving up the fifth most threes. I mean, they're just giving it up. Okay, so small forward position is one of the positions that they don't defend pretty well. So what is that, blocks? So if you catch somebody and then they're giving up the fifth most fancy points there. So points, rebounds, yada yada yada, like all that's in play for the small forward position there. So I'll definitely be looking at somebody like Kawhi Leonard. But his points are his points probably sitting at 26 and a half last time I checked. So I just don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't. So keep it and move it. Phoenix Suns and Detroit Pistons here. 226 over under in this spot. Phoenix Suns are on and Detroit are on the back to back. So we got to see who's going to be in and out, or if somebody's going to be in and out. So that's what we have to keep an eye out there. All right. So other than that, this Detroit Pistons team, they give it up to the guards. They give up a lot to the guards. I was looking at Bogdanovich. So I got there with him today. He got that from me. Point prop. We got to this point prop from him, and I thank him for that. I mean, I already knew. Um, I had big interest in that. So because the numbers lined up for me. Plus, we already know that. But but okay. So point prop sitting at 19 and a half right now. And this they got some good defenders over here, man. This Phoenix team got some pretty decent defenders, and they number one at defending that power forward spot, small forward spot. They're giving up 19.7 points a game per 48 to that small forward spot, and they got his points prop sitting at 19 and a half, which is on par with what they're giving up per 48 though. So he's not going to be out there playing no 48 minutes. It might get close to it, but he ain't going to be playing no 48. All right. So, it's a possibility that he might not get there. All right. Um, but, guys like Aiton, and Chris Paul assists. I couldn't talk you off none of that. Points for Aiden, Chris Paul assists, Durant rebounds. He stepped up, but we'll see. We'll see. All right. So those some looks that I was really really contemplating on right there. Um, Portland Trailblazers and Chicago Bulls. We had 232 and a half over under a back to back for Portland Trailblazers. Um, Traveling to Chicago with. I'm so sorry. Look, we know. We know that you know, this Portland team gives it up to the centers. Okay, they're giving up the most points to the center position. So there you have that. Meanwhile, we know that not Kristaps, Vucevic will give up the rebounds as well. So tonight, what's the name? He got in foul trouble, man. That was unfortunate. Eubanks got into foul trouble, and then what's the name came right in. He had himself a ball. All right, so Watford came in and had him. I think Watford had a double. No, he didn't. But he put up 21 points. And that just is testament to what we always saying. Like Washington, they give up the fourth or fifth most. So to the center points to the center. Washington. All right, so they give up the sixth most points to the center spot. All right, so tonight you'll be able to look at Nick Claxton, but I because I forgot to mention him. But back to where we're at right now. Um, Portland gives it up. Okay. So Vucevic, his points probably sitting at 19 and a half, I'll say. Do I want to get there? I don't know if I want to get there, But it's something that's on my that's a lean. So I lean towards the over. I lean towards the over points for Vucevic. I think Zach Levine has a good matchup, but I don't like Zach Levine, man. Zach is trash, man. Straight up, man. That's crazy, man. That boy trash like a motherfucker. And then, the Chicago Bulls still give up the three ball, especially to the two guard position. They're giving up the fifth most 3 points to the two guard position and the small forward. They're giving up the seventh most threes to the small forward position. And power forward, they're giving up the fifth most threes, along with giving up the. Okay, so they got a little better at defending the power forward spot, but uh, threes they still giving it up on paper. All right, to the power forward spot. Okay. Miami Heat at Milwaukee Bucks here. Excuse me, man. I don't have too much for this one here. I think Bam is in a spot that he can get a few rebounds versus Lopez. Um, but man, Lowry, I don't know what the fuck wrong with him, man. I don't. Ooh, that boy is trash, man. But Jimmy Butler want to be cute, like. I think ABC is in a great spot here. I don't know if I want to take him for all those points. Definitely like his rebounds. Last two games, Last two games, these well, ABC hasn't. These teams played twice, and they had a back to back, similar to a back to back. They had a rematch, so they played like 2 days apart. Um, Drew Holiday had a double double in both games, but there was no Giannis. Giannis, the game that he played against these guys last year, he had about 17 rebounds. So this Miami Heat team, they're not very, they don't rebound the ball well as a team, in my opinion. I mean, you got Bam down there, but other than that, you don't have nobody else. So I'm gonna be looking at ABC, his fantasy score, his rebounds, points and rebounds. I'm gonna be trying to figure out some of all of that, man. And I always like Drew Holiday's assists, but we'll see. We'll see. I gotta lean towards the over assist for Drew Holiday, man. So 6.5 is it a good number right now? In the morning it'll be 7.5. Houston Rockets at Oklahoma City Thunder, and right off the back, I can probably only look at anybody like SGA. So right now, I'm not betting Sengun right now. This is a great spot for Sengun, but uh, if I look to anything, it's probably gonna be SGA, and I might not even get to him. Dallas Mavericks and Golden State Warriors here. No Luca. We need to see what's going on with the injury news in this one here. We gotta find out the injury news in this one here, man. But it's Golden State or nothing for me in this spot. Don't have a definite prop. Um, you know, um, you know, uh, yeah, this guy is questionable too. Dinwiddie is questionable too. So, mm, I don't know. Mm-mm. Dinwiddie might not. They might duck this one. So if you want to find a way to back Golden State, I think you should go ahead and try to get on them right now. Some type of way, however you want to try to do it. But um, yeah, it's Golden State Warriors or nothing for me in this spot. And last but not least, Atlanta Hawks here. Joker is questionable here. All right. Now, I like this matchup for point guards, especially aggressive ones. So you got Trey Young coming into town, and Trey Young. I mean, points wise, Denver giving up the fourth most points to the point guard position. Assist wise, they're giving up the third most assists. 3 pointers, they are giving up. They down there. So, they gotten a little bit better. Fancy points overall, they're giving up yes, they've gotten better. Yep, they sure have. They was up there. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. I remember they were way up there. So they're giving up the ninth most fantasy points, but you got somebody like Trey who can who can pass the ball really really good. So I'll be looking into the assists or points and assists. Whichever one floats your boat. Threes, however you want to look at it. Um, Jamal Murray should be in. I mean, yeah, Jamal Murray should be in play too. Keep an eye out for Joker. He's averaging a triple double. If Ken Capella doesn't get any foul trouble, double double. He missed the double double for me today. I got it at -115. And what else? That just about sums it up, man. If it, I'll probably end up taking. I'll probably end up taking the rebound prop just by itself. This is a back to back for Atlanta Hawks too. So if you want to temper your expectations, then I see why. Denver Nuggets, they're not that good on the road. I mean Atlanta Hawks not that good at home. I mean on the road, but we'll see what's gonna happen. Good luck out there, guys. Good luck out there. Peace.